Being grateful. I used to write this in my journal every single day, and it got boring after a while. And I wasn't getting anything out of it until I discovered the embodiment or the being of being grateful. So now what I've done is I've divided my life into the big 5 categories. The family and friends, number 1. Number 2, my passions, what I love to do. Number 3, making work meaningful because I spend a lot of time there. Number 4, my community. And number 5, my health. And there's no orders to them, but these are my big 5. And I'm going to give you an example of what I do to be grateful in these 5 every single day. So for example, what I do, and in the embodiment of that being grateful, and it changed the whole way of being. It changed my whole goal setting. It changed the way I run my life when I sat in gratefulness of these 5 big things in my life. So for example, friends and family. So I write down, this is what I do, I am grateful for love and intimacy. And I sit there for as long as it takes to embody that feeling of love. And I imagine myself in yesterday or the day before in being intimate with someone or with myself even, and in love with someone or even myself. Like just loving something about me and being very detailed and intimate about what that means, rewriting my story. And I sit in that until I get it in my body. And it takes a few minutes, right? And then I do the second one. I do my passions. And I write, I am grateful for waiting to see the light. Because in my passions, what I want to do is like making sure that I see a possibility before I act, before I react. In my coaching, for example, I am grateful that I wait until I see the opportunity to present itself instead of always being in the teaching mode or always being in the coaching mode. In my workspace, I am grateful for being the observer of everything that's going on. And that means that I observe people in their values, like for leadership or for love or for caring or for being kind in the work that I do. In my community, I am grateful for being kind and to give without intent, to give to my community without having a desire or an attachment to something to be received. And I embody that feeling. And lastly, my health. And I am grateful for being in equanimity, without fear, without desire, without regrets. And that's the health. And when I resolve that issue, when I am in that embodiment of that feeling of equanimity without regret, then I don't need to be, forcing myself into a diet or forcing myself into exercise. I just do it. I eat great food and I exercise every day. Actually, more than every day. And the reason I do that is I am in balance with my life. So what are you grateful for? And how can you embody the gratefulness?